Elon Musk and Donald Trump's illegal intimidation stunt just blew up in their faces. It started with Trump's unhinged Truth Social post demanding that Musk get more aggressive. Elon is doing a great job, but I would like to see him get more aggressive. Remember, we have a country to save, but ultimately to make greater than ever before. MAGA. So, like the spineless sycophant he is, Elon Musk immediately jumped into action, announcing that all federal employees would soon get an email demanding they prove their worth or be fired. Consistent with President Donald Trump's instructions, all federal employees will shortly receive an email requesting to understand what they got done last week. Failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. So basically, anyone who didn't see this tweet or is not spending hours on Twitter following Elon's idiotic thoughts would have no idea they could lose their job. This email, which I'm going to safely assume was sent by one of Elon's kid hackers, said this: "Please reply to this email with approximately 5 bullets of what you accomplished last week and CC your manager. Please do not send any classified information, links, or attachments. Deadline is this Monday at 11:59 p.m. EST. Okay, first off, this is illegal, and second off, this is not a request, it's a blatant act of intimidation and harassment against millions of federal workers. And just so we're clear, this whole thing is about cruelty. It's a trolling expedition at the expense of innocent federal workers by an unelected billionaire."
I got this email Saturday afternoon, about 3 p.m., and I felt absolutely infuriated getting this email with a demand within 48 hours to provide a response on what I did within the last week or face termination. This is clearly an attempt from Elon Musk to harass and bully and intimidate the federal workforce, which is part of his broader plan to gut the federal workforce and privatize public sector services to ensure that corporations like his own can get more profit. And that makes me really angry, and my coworkers as well.
And as soon as the backlash began, Musk tried to make it sound like it wasn't serious at all. To be clear, the bar is very low here. An email with some bullet points that make any sense at all is acceptable. Should take less than 5 minutes to write. Okay, so now it's just a casual email? I mean, just moments ago, it was a resignation notice. Look, if I were president, I'd probably fire the guy who's firing nuclear experts, waving a chainsaw around on stage at CPAC, and spending his days getting into Twitter fights with his baby mamas. But for right now, at least, Trump loves Elon, and he's all in on firing federal workers.
I thought it was great, because we have people that don't show up to work, and nobody even knows if they work for the government. So by asking the question, tell us what you did this week, what he's doing is saying, are you actually working? And then if you don't answer, like you're sort of semi-fired or you're fired, because a lot of people are not answering because they don't even exist.
They have zero proof that federal workers aren't working. They just needed an excuse to gut the government. And don't be fooled. Trump doesn't care about anyone's well-being, not even the people who voted for him.
I mean, it was an illegal firing. My performance was good. I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing. I was even one of those government employees that went every day of the week. I had to report every Monday through Friday, 7 to 3:30. That was my tour duty, and that's what I served. And here I am. I was a Trump supporter. When he talks about government waste and all that, yes, I'm behind it. I believe there is a lot of stuff in the government that needs fixing. And that's part of the reason why I actually wanted to work for the government, to help change the things that are wrong in the world, I thought that someone with like his business acumen would have come in with a fine-tooth comb and actually found it, instead of coming in with a wrecking ball and destroying people's lives for no reason.
But let's be real, this isn't about incompetence. This is a preview of how Trump and Musk want to purge the federal government of anyone who isn't a loyalist. Remember the whole part about Schedule F from Project 2025? Trump's plan to fire tens of thousands of civil servants and replace them with yes men? This isn't about efficiency, it's about dismantling the government so it can be rebuilt so that Musk, Trump, and their billionaire friends can privatize it and make a profit. But when Trump's own cabinet tells their agencies and departments to ignore the emails, you know they all think that Elon Elon is a joke.
You saw all of these Trump cabinet appointees who instructed their bureaucracies not to respond. Department of Defense, Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, the State Department all said, don't worry, if you saw that email, don't say anything. So if it is going to save America, why don't the rest of the people that Donald Trump loves think that it's a good idea?
All of them told their employees to ignore the demand because they were at least smart enough to know the legal ramifications of responding to Elon's email. Elon's cruel fascist loyalty test collapsed faster than a Tesla Cybertruck window.
Oh my fucking God. Well, maybe that was a little too hard.
Your nighttime bedroom temperature has a huge impact on your sleep quality. If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Miracle Made sheets are inspired by NASA and use silver-infused fabrics that are temperature regulating so you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. These sheets are infused with silver that prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. No more gross odors. Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable and feel as nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels. Stop sleeping on bacteria. Bacteria can clog pores, causing breakouts and acne. Sleep clean with Miracle. Upgrade your sleep this year. Go to trymiracle.com/Gabe to try Miracle Sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo Gabe at checkout, you'll get a free 3-piece towel set and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/Gabe and use promo code Gabe to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40%. Again, that's trymiracle.com/Gabe to treat yourself. Thank you, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode. Elon Musk thought that he was the one in control, but federal workers and their fellow Americans online had other plans. They flooded the OPM HR inbox with trolling emails, including this gem from The Intercept's John Schwarz. Dear Elon, here's what I did last week. Got blitzed on ketamine, ignored my children, tweeted 1,782 times, wore weird sunglasses inside, got humiliated by astronauts. Honestly, I think I should be fired for this, but that's your call. Best, John.
Boom. Roasted.
And that was just one of thousands of troll responses that made a complete mockery of Elon's productivity test. People sent entire movie scripts. Shrek was a favorite.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
They also sent thousands of lines of gibberish, fake reports, and even Elon's own Tesla failures. Instead of proving efficiency, Elon proved that the entire government and the entire internet does not take him seriously. Then, after the emails became a joke, after his firing threat collapsed, Elon panicked again. Suddenly, he claimed his email request was utterly trivial, as the standard for passing the test was to type some words and press send. Yet so many failed even that insane test, urged on in some cases by their managers. Have you ever witnessed such incompetence and contempt for how your taxes are being spent? Why, yes, Elon, we have witnessed such incompetence. From you, actually. We saw it when you lost billions of dollars on Twitter. We saw it when you fired nuclear experts only to beg them to come back. And we saw it again when this pathetic email scam turned into a joke and a lawsuit. Because now, Elon's illegal tactics aren't just a meme, they're evidence. This entire stunt is now a legal liability for Trump's administration. So after being humiliated, Elon has the nerve to pretend that this was all just a simple little request. Elon wanted to test federal workers, but instead, the internet tested him, and he failed. But this stunt proved one thing for sure. Trump and Musk are absolute morons who somehow managed to botch firing people, which is impressive considering that Trump spent 14 seasons perfecting the phrase, "You're fired." And Musk has made a career out of mass layoffs.
So how do you run the company with only 20% of the staff?
It turns out you don't need that many people to run Twitter.
But 80%? That's a lot.
Yes. If you're not trying to run some sort of glorified activist organization and you're not care that much about censorship, then you can really let go of a lot of people, it turns out. And it's clearly working. In fact, I think it's working better than ever.
Sure, Jan.
Don't forget, they've wanted to do this from the beginning. During the campaign, Trump even praised Elon for his anti-labor practices.
I mean, I look at what you do. You walk in and you just say, you want to quit? They go on strike. I won't mention the name of the company, but they go on strike and you say, that's okay, you're all gone. You're all gone. So every one of you is gone and you are the greatest. You would be very good. Oh, you would love it.
Want more What Was That? Visit IamGabeSanchez.substack.com for articles, episodes, and exclusive breakdowns you won't find anywhere else. And if you prefer to listen on the go, What Was That is also available as an audio podcast on all major platforms, Apple, Spotify, you name it. Links are in the description. Until next time, I'm Gabe Sanchez, and this has been What Was That?